We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome back to These Unprecedented Gays, your go-to podcast for all things queer, where we unpack the nuances of LGBTQ plus life in these unprecedented times. Escape room, so we're doing another one.
Another one?
Yeah, and another one. And another one.
Okay,
They're going to get every escape room in town.
Yeah, that's what they want to do.
Did you guys do one on your lunch break like a couple weeks ago?
No, lunch break. It was on a Saturday. We did it on a Saturday.
No.
I wouldn't know, Joe, because I'm never invited.
It's a girls only.
That's not a lunch break activity.
Yeah,
Angie can be a girl. Yeah. Everyone's a girl.
Not from the office.
Oh, the girls that get from the office.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, because you guys did like a Harry Potter escape room?
We did a Harry Potter loose air quotes because that was loosely based on Harry Potter. It was a Wizarding Boy.
Oh no. That's like when you buy Harry Potter on TV.
Larry Scotter.
It's Harry Potter.
Harry Scotter.
Yeah. So we did that one, and before that we did one at Escapology, which was like a Scottish castle. This time around it's called Fair Games.
Okay.
And it's fair based. Like a county fair, yeah, or a state fair, yeah.
You're a warm apple. All right.
Not like a Ren fair.
Not like a Ren. No. Oh my god, that would be kind of fun though.
Can you imagine you have to joust?
Oh, I would love that. Mm-hmm. I mean, a sword fight. I've had a sword fight before.
That is the second time that jousting has come up in 2 recordings. Well, you have a joust.
I think I like jousting, but they have to be naked, and then they have.
That's just called porn.
They have to be in Speedos.
Okay.
I think we need to change the Olympic rules. Just joust with a Speedo. It's not because they're not real swords.
Jousting is on horses.
That's fencing.
Oh, I'm thinking of fencing. Sorry. I don't think they have Olympic jousting.
Not anymore. Olympics 13, 20.
Anyway, so fair.
So we're going to do that, but then after we're going to go to this restaurant called Arlo, and they're having a DJ brunch where they're doing all songs from the 90s and 2000s.
Oh, you're going to live for
So
that.
throwbacks, I guess.
It's not a throwback.
I just went to that restaurant recently. It's really nice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, did you like it?
Yeah.
For brunch or dinner?
Dinner.
Okay. Yeah. But it's because it's like Town and Country, which is the hotel, but they're trying to change their image.
I thought that whole space was condemned and broken.
Down the street. It's in Hotel Circle.
Arlo.
It's in the Town and Country area by the convention center.
So yeah, anyway, so that's what we're doing. Yeah. Don't mind my sister's here having a Zoom call.
She is a working girl.
Okay.
She works hard for the money. So hard for the money. Honey.
But, and those faithful listeners who listen to us all the time know my sister already. So,
I know.
Because she's been on this podcast.
That was that 3 years ago?
I think so, yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we were up in the Bay Area, and then we couldn't record, and you guys did a special episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm Paul.
Oh, yeah, you are. And I'm Joe.
And we're These Unprecedented Gays.
You called me
Hey, and apologies last week for the audio quality. I realized after we recorded it in the car that it was really bad. You should hear the before and the after. So
that was...
they don't care. They love us.
Not the magic of auto-tune.
That was not the talent's fault.
Wait, can you auto-tune us? Where we're honey...
Well, we kind of did auto-tune to filter out all the air noise and the car noise and stuff.
Oh,
and it was actually very listenable after you did it, but it just sounded like we were synthesized.
I'm down for that. We can be T-Pain.
I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
I'm buying you a drink.
There were a couple of times when 2 people were talking. That's where it really the algorithm did not work. But.
Listen, it was a come along with us like a day in the life. Yeah. What are the vloggers?
Hey, this is the real. These Unprecedented Gays.
Yes.
We keep it real for our listeners.
Yeah, 4 men picked to go in a car. What is the real?
And then not only that, but we went and it was from LA, and then
literally days later,
that's when the fire started.
Yes, I was oh, We were just there. Because we got back on Sunday and it was like what, Wednesday or
Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's been almost a week since the burning started.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's insane.
So we'll talk about that and everything. But how was your week, Joe?
Oh, very boring.
Okay.
Like I mean, nothing too crazy. Just I'm still trying to get into like the swing of a routine with my work because like my first week was like not a normal week, and then it was like, vacation, holidays, whatever. Then it was like a day, and then like last week was like, hey, welcome back. Like we're working, and I'm like, okay. So I'm still trying to like figure out like I take the train, like I do this.
She takes the morning train.
Do they have like a group tanning like session outside every day?
No, but I needed some sunscreen, and I was like, oh, I can totally just like take some. Because that's how it works. But today we had like a catered lunch because it's like, welcome back. And I'm like, okay. And it was like catered Spanish food. So there was like paella and other stuff.
I thought they were just going to like get you guys a bunch of Chipotle or something.
No. And then like there's always food stocked in the fridges. And I didn't realize that like it's for us. Provided by work, like by the company.
Oh,
because they have like
that's so
like
nice.
Amy's, like Frozen Amy's TV dinners or whatever, which are like generally healthy. Like I thought they were other coworkers that had brought it in, and I was asking like the office manager. I was like, oh yeah, like people have really good food that they bring in. She's like, no one brings that in. We supply that, and I was like, what? Like I will never have to. I don't have to bring in
that
breakfast.
in orientation.
No, I don't have to bring in any breakfast or lunch, and I'm like. I'm going to save so much money.
Well, it's like I try like when I go to get snacks at Costco, I try to get like stuff like ramen or something.
Ooh, that's a good one.
So people can like just if they forgot their lunch and they're like, I don't really want to go out, like throw a little ramen in the microwave and they're like, I'm good to go.
And it saves you money because like. I mean, if I do bring some food, like I'll have an oatmeal in the morning just because it's like easy.
With no chia seeds though.
No, add the chia seeds because I do it. If I do it on my own, because I do peanut butter oats and then chia seeds and then milk and then I add banana.
Okay, so if you add it, it's fine. If a restaurant adds
well, I did. So when we were in LA with the acai bowl, I didn't know where the chia seeds would be. Like if it was just going to be sprinkled on top, no, I'm not a chia pet girl. I don't need you like. I need it to be thoroughly embedded into the mixed stuff. I don't know. Like, I need it to be mixed, right? Because they take a while to, like, gloop. Like, to congeal.
They stay crunchy, yeah.
Right. So, I've never had a crunchy chia seed. I don't know how I would do with that. So, maybe they were, like, there for texture at the restaurant.
Maybe, yeah, because everything's so soft.
Yeah, I do it a little different. And then I always have to floss my teeth afterwards. They get stuck in my deep crevices.
See, I'm good because like we have floss everywhere at work, so I'm like,
I had to buy floss picks and bring them in.
You have Flossia sunscreen.
Yeah, exactly.
Together we are solving the world's problems. Oh man, no. So nothing too crazy. Just kind of getting reacclimated. The one thing I'm noticing about the train is they don't check your ticket, like ever, and like. They
do until the day that they do.
No, so I have a coworker and she's like, I haven't paid in 5 years. I'm like, girl, like, I don't have that luck. So I make sure, like, I buy my ticket, like, I do my thing. And lo and behold, every time they're like, tickets, please. And it depends on the conductor or whatever they're called, like the helper people. Like, because you have, like, the train guy or woman or whatever you are. Merry Christmas, man. So you have their train conductor, and then there's like the people that walk around to check the tickets. And it's been really hit or miss. Like this morning, nothing. Like no one. And I also went to the Old Town stop this morning because it's easier to drive from there to here. Because if I were to go to downtown, it would be a bitch. And I also don't think there's parking. But they don't check. So I'm still trying to be like, I don't want to be like unethical.
Buy your ticket.
I buy my tickets. Right. Ever since breaking Heather's Stretch Armstrong in daycare, I do the right thing. So wait, what's your ticket? What's your ticket story?
So we were in Cicatera in Italy, and
Cicatera.
We had to
Cicateraki.
So we had to take the train from one town to another.
These are like 10-minute train rides.
Correct. And Andy was like, we didn't buy a ticket, or we did have a ticket, but it wasn't a return ticket.
We bought tickets all the time, but we were rushing to get on this train that was about to leave, and if we missed it, it would be like another half
an hour to an hour before we got another one.
Did you just jump
So
in?
we had a ticket, but it wasn't for that particular stop.
Okay.
The next stop.
Yeah. You had
And
a
it was
ticket?
like one stop.
Right.
And that happened to be the one time they were checking tickets, and we got a ticket on the train.
We got a fine.
And I said, okay. And I remember because I think I did say we should probably buy a ticket. We need to buy a ticket, and he was like, no, it'd be fine because we just got to get down here, and it's like one stop. And I'm like, okay, great.
In relationships where you had that moment when the other person was right, and they never seem to let you forget that they were right. That's what we're talking about right now.
Same, Paul. Same.
So we had that in England where my brother had bought some tickets, and
we tried to change.
them.
Yeah.
And
they
it wasn't
wouldn't
an
let
option,
us.
so we were thinking about taking the earlier one. Anyway, my brother was too stressed about it. He's like, we're just going to do the original plan. And it was good that we did because of how they scanned them in and scanned us out.
Yeah.
If we would have been at a different time,
Yeah.
then we probably would have gotten some type of...
Yeah. And they fine you right there.
How bad was the fine?
It was nothing. It wasn't any big deal.
No, it was
like $30 or something.
Yeah.
For real? Do you have to pay it right there?
No.
No, they gave us the fine and we paid it, but we paid it online.
Yeah, but it was so weird because he just started doing it.
You should have not paid it.
Honestly, it was worth the hour.
Well, I was going to say, it's
Really?
an opportunity cost
Yeah.
there.
Well, but you guys had the train ticket, but it was just not the right stop?
Right. We had one that we had used earlier in the other direction. And it was the wrong direction.
Oh.
Was the person's face like, it's okay, ticket? Or were they just like, uh-huh? Yeah.
No, like stupid American.
Yeah.
Was he like, hello, you haven't the wrong ticket?
I was
It's a me.
It's me, Mario.
Oh my god.
Do you not remember me?
Or was he like, I'm gonna print you a ticket you can't refuse?
Just so everybody knows, Joe is tickling his balls when he does that with both fingers, with both hands.
I believe the word is gesticulating.
Yeah, you're gesticulating.
I do that often. So that's my week. How have you guys been?
We've been good. We've just been busy with work, and then we're getting ready to go on a convention. Whirlwind. We bought a new couch that we're recording from. It's gorgeous. This color is called Buttercup.
Okay. Did you build me up?
Oh, yes, I did. Okay. And we doing a little bit of decorating, so you'll see little things here and there that have been added to the decor.
I haven't seen any. What
in the studio.
We're gonna have to do a little playing. What is it like? What's new?
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't
What's
remember.
What's Pussycat?
Whoa. I do. So I want the listeners to know that the couch is really, really comfortable.
It is very
Your
comfortable.
other one was comfortable, but this one, I love the higher back.
Right. The higher back, the more firm. Andy feels very supported. And I love that for him.
That journey.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Anyone needs a good back support. I will die on that hill. No matter what age you are.
Unless you're going to blow mine out. I mean...
Then you don't need it. Well, then you need a neck brace. Or a back brace.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
After my phone got eaten by our couch, I'm ready to get one of these.
Sorry, we have to let ours pay out the warranty or whatever.
This will swallow your phone, but not digest it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just one big swallow. It's not gonna chew. So, well, other than that, it's been kind of quiet.
Andy was in the coldest place in the world.
Yeah, Andy was in Baltimore.
Was it really cold?
It was so cold. I'm such a baby.
How cold was it? I saw Elsa there.
But isn't it crazy?
I'm pinned.
When you go back to places that you've lived before, and you're like, was it this cold?
No,
was it that bad?
It was never this cold.
It's
I
global
lived
warming.
farther north, and it was worse. But your blood thins out, and you're not used to it.
Not used to it.
One half of the country is on fire. The other half is buried in snow.
It's so
So,
nice.
Did you see the one where it was like, and that's 5 gum?
no,
Where it's like the name is like taste 5 gum, where it's like hot and cold.
Yeah.
And it's like America. Oh my God. But how cold was it, Indy?
So just around 32, it had snowed they got like 7 inches.
Ooh.
Yeah, they did. Oh,
I bet they were happy.
Unfortunately, they know how to handle it, so the roads were clear by the
that's
time.
above.
Yeah, they do.
That's above average.
It is.
They can handle 7 inches.
Oh my, good kid in Baltimore.
And the
Same
problem,
girl.
it was really cold on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but the snow being on the ground still, and when the wind blew, you'd get this like splash of ice cold water on your face. That was the cold part.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
all up on your face.
I want to unpin because are you up to date on Drag Race? Did you watch the new season?
We haven't watched season 17 yet because
You can't
we
get
can't get it yet, and it's and it hasn't dropped on Paramount yet.
That's homophobic.
It is very homophobic. But we're watching The Traitors, but that's going to take us into mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth resuscitation. So what's giving you life, Joe?
Okay, so
Is it Drag Race?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, Nick won't watch it anymore. I was like, "Are you ready to watch?" He's like, and I'm like, oh, "Okay."
I know Andy's like, if it's on, he'll watch it,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
how
not
I
like he's not like.
I
There's
gotta
just
keep
so
up
many,
with
There's
this.
so many.
Well, this is only one. There's only one.
Okay.
So there was a random, I don't know where I saw like a commercial, and it was Kathy Bates, and it was like, it was on Instagram. It was like, this woman like tricks her way into a board meeting. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Is it Matlock?
Yeah. So I started watching Matlock, and
Someone else told us. Oh,
Ben and Jim.
Our friends Ben and Jim
it.
told us they really.
I was
liked
like,
it.
okay, let me like do the first thing, and I watched the first episode, and
you
I
loved
watched
it.
out, and Nick was like, how are you enjoying it? I was like, so I love it because I feel like an old age woman.
Yes.
And it's written for me.
Yes.
And I love it. But like she's doing a really good job. Like she plays this like
great, too.
not expired, retired lawyer. And
Expired lawyer. So she's dead.
she's actually a ghost. Well, I don't want
That's
to
the
plot
American Horror
twist it
Story
for you.
version.
Yeah.
But she's like working in a law firm at an older age because she has some ulterior motives.
Right.
And it's just really kind of, it can't be enough, but kind of cute and sweet. And it kind of plays on the tropes of like ageism in the workplace. And she's like doing a really good job at acting. Like she's really good.
Bates.
Kathy Bates is not Asian in the workplace.
I would expect nothing less from Kathy.
She's a
Bates.
DEI hire? She's Asian?
Well, no, if you're a protected class if you're over 40.
Oh, I'm a protected
Well, it says that they've
class.
already-
I've been in a protected class for a long time.
You're
I was
also
like-
gay, so you're doubly protected.
I got a protected ass. Oh!
Wait, I think to over 40, I'm only one protected class
Okay.
because I'm gay.
But, like, seriously, do we need a reboot of Matlock yet?
I never watched the first one.
I mean, has it been that long since the last?
So I will tell you that. Wait, no, I'm thinking of MacGyver. Because MacGyver's the one that like makes stuff, right?
Out of a paperclip and a piece of gum, yes.
Okay, so I never saw the first Matlock iteration.
Right.
Was it the same sort of thing, like a lawyer?
Yes.
86. It was around for
It was
9 seasons.
Andy Griffith. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? I think it was Andy Griffith. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like paying homage to it, but I just am really enjoying it. Like I find myself being like, oh, I'm like, that's really cute, and like I want to watch more, but then I'm like, oh, it's bedtime. Like I gotta go to bed.
It's 8:00. It's bedtime. I had my dinner at Denny's at 4:30. Watch my Matlock. I might watch Wheel of Fortune.
No, I am boycotting Wheel of Fortune because Ryan Seacrest is the host,
Oh yeah, that makes
and
sense.
I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
We can still watch Jeopardy though.
Okay.
Well, because right now there's the cute, hot gay guy that is winning the.
Is that what's giving you life?
Yeah.
Not me as a cute hot gay guy.
Different cute hot gay guy.
Jeopardy. It's like the second chances or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
Very cool.
Is this
Yeah.
on Jeopardy?
Yeah, normal Jeopardy.
Oh, okay.
Did they bring
And
back
he had nipple
Amy?
gate because he was wearing a shirt that showed his nipples too much. And then the older crowd got a little mad
Wait, what?
that he was showing his nipples.
Yes, Mama, come through with Nipplegate.
Wait,
Um,
nipple showing Jeopardy.
I don't know his name.
He's looking up
I don't know his name.
Jeopardy favorite
Drew
Drew Goins.
Ooh, let's look at those nipples, though. I want to see it.
I'm nervous to click on anything. Oh boy. Here we go. See the nipples?
Oh, it's a sweater though.
That's not bad.
I know, but that's what they were getting mad at, was this picture of
I'm
him.
sorry, but if you're of a certain age, you can't see those nipples.
Okay.
If you have nipples, they're going to show.
Correct. That happens to me.
I was talking with my friend about him today, actually. 'Cause
You only have one?
Unrelated because of work. But he was like, I noticed him, and he's been going on all these like big trips and things, but he says he has like a partner, but there's no pictures of the partner. So is it just like some old gentleman in the background? So
Maybe
He's not seeking arrangements.
So I need to call Kathy Bates and ask her to figure it out.
Yeah.
In this picture, though, he was definitely over tanned. That was the worst spray tan ever.
He's cute. Yeah, so that's my... Oh, wow, that is about spray tan.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's a lot.
Giving Trump a run for his money.
Anyway.
So those are my... That's my life giving. What is giving you life?
So first off, we watched Deadlock. We're still watching it, but
Are you loving it?
It is really good. It is lesbian heavy, but I was like, okay, I'm here for it.
Get it over.
Like,
Because all the lesbians moved to this town.
yeah, exactly, and I love that.
And all the festivals and art things. It's so funny.
The festival.
the endurance art was like hilarious. I'm just like, what?
So, people, if you want to watch this, it's on Amazon Prime.
And it's called
a
Deadlock with an H.
Tasmanian show.
Yes. And then I am also what else is giving me life is I sent you guys the video, but it was like Cher doing the Golden Girls.
I almost cried. I wanted to play it on repeat.
I was like, that is so gay. It took a dick up the butt. Like,
But it was
okay.
it wasn't recent because I was like, oh, this like it was 2022.
Okay, but
when
I mean,
she did it. But I was like, they need to re-record it, release it, platinumize it, and let me get it on Spotify.
like, why haven't we redone Golden Girls yet? Like, we rebooted Golden Girls.
I don't know if you can.
Like, I want to see a Golden Girls versus like a Golden Girls Sex in the City kind of Queer as Folk like mashup.
Patent
I think
it.
that would be it.
Patent it.
Yeah. And then I think that's it really. Deadlock and Cher with singing Golden Girls theme.
I found another one.
Imagine Queer as Folk, but they're all older, and we just call it Queer as Old Folk. And it would be like all those 50-year-old gays.
Oh my God, it's Shady Pines.
It's Palm Springs.
Yeah. That would be all right.
true,
Let's pitch that to Paramount next
Yeah,
week.
exactly.
You can call it PS.
So, all right. It's the new year. We're
It is.
2 weeks into the new year.
Barely.
There's a lot happening.
Would you say that there's a lot of unprecedented events?
It is weird because there is. It's like it's like every other day or even every day there's something else.
It's
like,
every fucking day.
It's every fucking day it feels like, and it is so wearing.
Do you think we might be the problem because we're unprecedented and we're covering unprecedented events?
Maybe.
And we are like continuing.
Oh, so it's just like when because of Batman,
There's crime.
super villains.
Or that.
So if you got rid of Batman, you'd get rid of the villains.
Not possible, no. Because this timeline, we have to exist together.
Okay. See, yeah. So, but there has been a lot going on. Okay, so let's just start with the biggest thing to happen. It's the fires in LA.
Yeah.
There were, I think at one point there were like 6 different fires.
Yep.
The Hearst fire and the Palisades fire were the biggest ones.
Yeah.
They
Altadena too, right?
Altadena falls under the Palisades.
That's under
or Hearst. It falls under one of those two.
There was an Eaton one too.
Oh yeah, Eaton. Yeah, I'm sorry, Eaton. It's Eaton and Palisades are the biggest one. Hearst was a little bit
there were
smaller.
so many, it was hard to keep.
Yeah. Well, but I think Eaton and Palisades are still only less than 50% contained.
Still.
Well,
because there's more Santa Anas.
right. And people are like, well, how does it start a fire with winds and stuff? And I'm like, because winds can blow anything, and you could get a down power line. It creates a spark, creates a fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know. They haven't even. I mean, they're not even trying to figure out why, because they're just trying to. Save people.
Right. And people don't. And people are like, well, if we had more fire trucks and blah, and I'm like, you do realize that for every house that burns, it takes 3 fire trucks to put it out.
Oh dear.
Right. So it's like, that's a lot when you think about it.
I think what it's also difficult to kind of convey to folks who don't live in California or in fire territory is like, these aren't something that you plan or that you know, like you don't get a sign that it's coming.
Well, it's
a hurricane. Hey, the winds are circling. Like you can prep. This, it's like instant.
Yes, because I was talking to a friend of mine in Florida, and he was like, this is crazy. And I'm like, yeah, unfortunately it's different than a hurricane because with hurricane you get a week advance notice.
Yes.
And yes, there may be a chance that it'll shift a little bit, but for the most part, like 85% of the time, they're correct in the track that it's going to take.
You can prep your cavalry and
correct.
Get resources.
And it's only going to last for so long and then it's done.
Yep.
Whereas a fire only grows,
and it will burn until it has nothing left to burn.
Right, it will burn until there's nothing left around it to take in.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we are in a drought.
Yep.
And and so the conditions were perfect for this.
Well, and what's crazy to me is that like I think we never think about like fire, like it's fire season or whatever. But this one was it was hard to watch because it was like the cities.
Right.
Like it wasn't just like a random brush fire that became a big old thing like out in the middle of nowhere. It was literal like urban towns.
And it's like I can't watch some of the videos because like there was one video where it was like somebody had left their dog chained up to their doghouse and left their house while the neighborhood was burning. And it's just like those kind of things I get really weirded out about. But it's also like but I've also been watching videos on Instagram of people who are going back to their houses and trying to get what they can, and
if they're allowed to,
right?
Because it's still the air's quality is so bad still.
Well, yeah, you have to wear. They say you can't wear anything less than a KN95 mask. And some, police and armed forces are keeping some people away from their stuff, but you have to show ID to get onto the street and everything because of looters. But like, I was showing Andy a video of a guy that I follow on Instagram, and they went back to the place where they lived, and they were able to find their original wedding rings. And they were still there. So it was like, that to me is some of the good stuff.
Among rubble. I mean, their house was destroyed, but they dug it up. And the property damage or the damage of these fires is it's magnitudes of what's ever happened before. Because I think the highest before this was something like 2 billion worth of damage. This is 250 billion to 275 billion dollars.
And we're talking just not homes. We're talking businesses, vehicles, like everything. Like people were leaving their vehicles there. Yeah. Like I saw Steve Gutenberg on the news talking about just leave your keys in the car. I'll move it so that the fire trucks and emergency services could get through. Jeez. But I'm also like, but then you see videos of people who are in their house and they couldn't get out. And you see the fire burning around them.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it was just like, that is so scary to me.
I don't know. Like, I was thinking about, like, you always, those questions, like, what would you bring if your house is burning down? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I would make sure, like, Nick and Max, that's it.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
All I care about.
That's my thing. It's like Andy and Baxter, and we're out.
That's it. Like, I can't even think of, like, there's obviously, like, mementos, but I'm like, maybe, like a disaster preparedness kit that I don't have.
So when we lived in North County, we had been evacuated a couple times.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to ask if you had a drop bag.
And after the first time, you kind of get smarter about it.
Yeah.
So like we had all our Christmas decorations and stuff up in a loft, like in our garage. But we put all the really valuable stuff, like the treasured memory kind of stuff, in a big red bin. So if you had to run and grab, you just grab that one.
Oh,
we
that's
digitized
smart.
all our photos so that those were archived and you wouldn't have to worry about losing them. Little things like that were things you learn after you go through it once.
Oh, but you shouldn't have to go through it once.
Right.
Jeez.
But please, everybody, a couple of tips for you. Please be careful when you're see stuff on Facebook and Instagram asking for donations and stuff like that.
Are people getting scammed?
Yes, people are getting scammed.
I hate.
So please make sure that you are doing your due diligence and checking on that stuff.
Make sure
Make sure it's
organization.
Correct.
Oh
Or
God.
these people or whatever. Like it's
That
going
just-
to them.
that makes
People
me
are
so mad.
people are opportunistic. I'm sorry, but they are.
I hate that. I hate humans.
And like when you're talking to people who are displaced from the fires and stuff like that, let them live in what their feelings, please. Don't like tell them it's going to be okay. At least you got out of the fire. At least you're safe.
Listen.
All this stuff, because it's like it's not just celebrities who lost houses. It's like real people, and they worked hard for everything that they have.
Well,
and
people are dying. Like the thing that's frustrating to me about this situation too is it's like, oh well, it's LA. Like it's rich people. It's people who have $1 million homes, and it's like. That is a median home price in Los Angeles, and that's just like the bare minimum. Like that's just like the standard. It isn't like billionaire. There's not billionaires, obviously, but like there's also people like it doesn't matter if you're rich. Like you're a human being who's just lost something, that like is a home or like memories or family members. Like give people some grace.
But people still will find humor and stuff, and this made me laugh so hard because somebody posted. A story of it said like Katy Perry donates all the proceeds from her new album 143, and all you see is a picture of Meghan Markle when she opens up the Deal or No Deal case and it says $5.
Wait, Katy, the Women's World album?
Yeah.
Oh no.
There was controversy. People were not happy that she was on Drag Race.
Why?
She was on the first episode of Drag Race.
Yeah, why were they unhappy?
Because they were like, Katy Perry is not significant, and I guess, or something like that. And then,
I'm sorry, but like, yes. She had boob rockets from firework. She is. I like.
she can't keep skating by on that stuff, girl. Like,
I mean, listen.
left shark can only take you so far.
Honey, milk it. Milk it.
I know some folks that lost their house. I met them through my other organization I used to do, and they posted, which is a little strange, but they posted on Instagram like, we've been in this rocky place, and this was our sign that we need to separate. So
Maxisms?
Yes.
Oh, how?
From military stuff. His.
Why haven't you introduced?
Okay, so anyway, yeah, so they're using this like opportunity to like separate and like go their separate ways. I'm like, very interesting time, like while you're grieving about your house burning down.
I mean, at least you're grieving about your house.
It's a sign,
right?
This
Well,
is the time
it's
to
like,
do it.
You know what? We're already in pain, so
might as well
a little bit
just
more.
Pull the Band-Aid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I love because Marjorie Taylor Greene had a great idea for how to get the fires out.
Was it to fire her from Congress?
No, it's to do some cloud seeding. You should do some.
We can make it rain.
Right, because it's like, I'm like, did you just watch Twisters? Is that what's going on? Because you do know you have to have clouds in the sky with moisture to make that happen, right?
What is cloud seeding?
Where they seed clouds and everything, like with
what?
It's like, I don't know.
I'll pull it up.
Okay,
It's
good.
a weather modification technique that increases the likelihood of rain or snow by introducing tiny particles into clouds that are already there.
Oh, the particles act as condensation or ice noodles.
How cannot read nuclei?
Wait, where's the noodles? I want an ice noodle.
What I would really love is for Marjorie Taylor Greene to stand there in front of everybody and explain scientifically how it works.
How it works, she can't.
It's silver iodide is the material that they seed with.
Oh.
I don't know what that is, Joe. Do you know what that is?
It's a metal.
Oh, okay.
And then
Metal in it?
Silver is a metal, and iodide is another metal, I think.
Oh, well, there you go. Also, TikTok ban happening possibly on Sunday.
No, because Mr. Beast is going to buy it. Elon Musk is going to buy it. There are people it's not. I don't think it's going to happen.
No,
Right.
It's not that somebody's going to buy it. It's that China won't sell it.
Yeah, well, they're in talks, possibly
China's
sell
not
it
selling
Elon.
it?
Well, there's talks that Elon wants to buy it, and I'm like, I was waiting for a long time when they were talking about the TikTok ban. I'm like, there's something's going on, and then once they announced that China was in talks to possibly sell to Elon, I was like, there it is. It's there right there because he wants to control it.
100%. He fucked Twitter out.
But they were saying because it's a security risk with China knowing trying to get secrets or whatever. And I'm like, the secrets to a hack that everybody knows about, but some young person didn't know. So they
need
false
that
information.
Dance, the latest trend
right?
dance.
Exactly. That's just code. We do the dances as code.
They really need to understand athletic greens. I take my AG greens
and the ice challenge.
Oh my god!
Well, and like Mr. Beast has entered the mix, and he had said that he was thinking about buying it, and he says he has billionaires coming in and
Who's
stuff.
Mr. Beast?
He is a TikTok and YouTube star.
He's the most lucrative YouTuber ever.
He does a lot of like different things. He has a couple of shows on like Vice and stuff. But he also does like some philanthropy and stuff, and he gives money away.
He got real rich real fast. I think he's worth like $100 million.
I still think that the issue is going to be that the entity that's in the other country doesn't want to relinquish it, even though they're trying to push them.
Well,
good. Keep it, China.
It's funny because like people are they're going to ban TikTok, so people are ending up going to this one app called
is it Blue
it's
Sky?
called Red Note.
Does it look like that? It's the top.
It is a number one app.
Oh my god!
Right now, and
it's another Chinese app.
Yeah, it's a Chinese app named Xiaohongshu.
Oh, get it, girl!
I know. I've been training all day.
That was good. Oh my god!
I probably still mispronounced it.
You sold it.
Xiaohongshu.
Yeah, Shanghai Shu, or Red Note in English. It is a Asian Chinese app that came out in like 2017. It is now the number one app downloaded on Apple Store.
Jeez.
And it's
of course.
it has become one of China's fastest growing social platforms with a value over 17 billion. And it has a layout similar to Pinterest and is often described as a Chinese version of Instagram.
Oh.
And the app's focus on short-term content similar to TikTok has helped it emerge as a viable opportunity.
Interesting.
Alternative.
So people are just leaving. But good for them.
Well, but
they're not leaving; they're just preparing.
They're preparing for when it does go down.
But they're going to go to another Chinese app. That just seems silly.
No.
But that's the whole.
It's going to be the same thing. Then we'll have another 4 years, and then we're going to have to get told that we're going to have to sell it.
But that's the whole point of them doing this is like. You're going to do this because you think the Chinese are like listening in on us? Okay, well, we're all going to learn Mandarin and we're just going to go.
I know. I love the like trend where it's like, goodbye, my Chinese spy.
I know.
Wait, so how are we going to watch TikTok on Instagram now?
I don't watch TikTok.
You're not going to be able to anymore.
It's just going to be Instagrams?
Yeah.
It's just going to be
Well, no.
Oh my God,
No.
you're going to have to download, what are the Instagram ones called?
Reels.
Well,
Threads.
Oh, no, Threads.
But you have to. So here's the thing. I may take a break from Facebook and social media because they are now getting rid of fact checking and they're doing community notes.
So now that Mark Zuckerberg has gotten rid of fact checking and changed the policies on Meta, a lot of people are leaving Instagram, deleting Facebook from was like one of the number one searches. It had like a 2,000% spike on the day that he announced it. And then people are downloading Blue Sky like crazy.
Yeah. Well, because let's be real, like Twitter, when Twitter got their fact checking removed, like that really worked out for everyone.
Well, yeah, exactly. And then, but it's funny because people are like, they seem to forget that Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook in college as a way to rate girls.
Oh yeah, and he also
looked.
said like there's too much feminine energy on platforms.
Right,
It needs to be more masculine.
They need more masculine.
It's like,
these
honey,
platforms.
I love the memes where it's like he's getting a divorce.
Exactly, his wife left him. And I can say that because fact check me, bitch.
No, my favorite is the memes where it was like 39-year-old Mark Zuckerberg dies of like syphilis because of something, and it's just like fake, like totally fake.
Well, and they got rid of their DEI policies, which a lot of businesses are doing because of pressure from
Costco. Costco doubled the fuck down.
They
and they
were like,
so
no.
Apple
yeah,
too.
Costco's like, no, we want you guys, we want to be we want people of the community to feel seen by their community.
Right.
Like, doesn't matter what color you are.
They went to the board of directors
nothing.
and said, no, we are not doing this.
Does that mean we can shop at Costco more?
Yes.
You should only shop at Costco.
They haven't raised their prices on the pizza. Or the hot dog.
Well, and then, you know, Dana White is on the board of directors of Meta now.
Who's Dana White?
The head of UFC fighting. And a very big Trump supporter.
Energy.
Right, exactly.
Oh, Dana's a man.
Yes.
Oh. That's very contradictory because of, you know, you want masculine energy and you're going to get a man named Dana.
A man named Dana who had to fight for a living. You know, he's got a little tiny welly.
Yeah.
So
He's got something to prove.
well, okay, so let's, you know, since we brought up Meta and Trump and everything.
Politics.
Carrie Underwood is performing
cool.
at the
All right,
inauguration.
fuck Carrie Underwood right now. Did you see Billy Porter's post about her?
No.
Look at Instagram and look at Billy Porter's rant about Carrie Underwood. It is very emotional.
Oh, okay.
But are we going to dig our key into the side of her pretty little beat up 4-wheel drive?
See, I am with Whoopi Goldberg on this.
What does she say?
She says if she wants to do it, let her go ahead and fucking do it. I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't care. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to get in the way of her getting paid or whatever.
But also, does she need the money, maybe?
But you know what? It is what it is. Just like the Village people decided they're going to perform at a bunch of the inauguration.
Now
they do need the money. They need the money.
I was just like, what?
You know they're not getting paid well.
It's only going to help their cause.
And I'm like, but I'm also like looking at the lineup so far, and it's like Village People, Kid Rock, Carrie Underwood, and I'm like, okay, so you're like the headliner, so you're like the biggest name they got. So okay, girl, go ahead, get your stuff. You know, I'm like, are you surprised that a country artist is going to go perform at his inauguration?
I think where people are reacting to it is that she was not a direct Trump supporter before, although now the fear is that she was kind of behind the scenes supporting.
But her husband, right, exactly. And her husband's a known homophobe, so let's be real.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. And so I'm just like, you know what?
With the name Underwood.
I guess for me, she's never really been on my radar except for like one or two songs.
I only know that because You Cheat song. That's it.
So
That's
it's
it.
kind of like,
Right.
you know what?
So
Whatever.
whatever. You know, it is what it is.
But I know she does have an audience, and so it's disappointing.
And guess
that
who her
that's
audience is?
All of those people.
Exactly.
What do you mean those people?
It was interesting being in Baltimore. Like there is a lot of more overt Trumpism in the shops, on the streets. People wearing things.
Well, we
out
don't
in
see it
public.
here in California.
Yeah, you don't
Not
see it
as
as
much.
much where we are,
Right.
but you definitely. I noticed it a lot in Baltimore.
I think it's because they were like so scared that they were going to lose, and now that they didn't, they're like in your face, like everywhere, kind of thing.
It's going to be a noisy.
Just like
years.
because it is very interesting.
Will it
At
be?
Jimmy Carter's funeral,
I loved it. I loved it.
it was like they were. Everybody talks about it because like Michelle didn't go, and she's not going to the inauguration, and
Wait,
Fox
Michelle
is
Obama didn't go to the funeral?
No.
correct.
Well,
Because
Obama was sitting next to Trump.
she would have been the one sitting next to Trump.
Oh, she's like, I can't do it. Good for you, Michelle.
She was on extended vacation in Hawaii. She couldn't
Well,
be there.
and she's not going to the inauguration, and
Good
Fox
for
is
her.
having a field day. Like, why can't Barack get his woman under control? And
Trump didn't go to
I know
Biden's.
they were nowhere near Biden's inauguration. So what the fuck?
Yeah.
But also, there was a video of like Pence's wife who did not get up at all
I know.
to greet Trump, even though Pence did. And I'm like, that is the kind of
snow
like
witch.
loyalty
Yeah.
and pettiness that you want.
But
That was her
like,
moment. That was it.
So I don't think it's going to be a hard 4 years because I will tell you this why. Donald Trump and Elon Musk are at odds ends, and Republicans don't know who their president is. So there is a divide against the MAGA movement and like Republicans, and they're like infighting. So nothing will happen.
Well, because all he's talked about the last 2 weeks is he wants to take over Canada,
And Greenland.
and the Gulf of Mexico.
You want to know why he's doing that? He's doing that to smoke and mirrors the fact that he will not deliver on a single thing that he said he campaigned
course
on.
not.
And it's like he's trying to not have that be in the
Eggs are
media.
already getting cheaper.
Well, there are headline articles like that. Mortgage rates are not going to go down because the like home prices are high. Like, so he doesn't want that in the news. So he's like, oh, let's flood the news with other shit.
Okay, so back to the Jimmy Carter thing.
Yeah.
There was also the video of when George Bush and Barbara Bush arrived, and Obama stood up and kind of blocked Trump's way, and so that Barbara Bush could get by him without having to say anything to him.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, this was the best.
And did you see the
Watch it all.
picture that the Carter Foundation posted
Yes.
on Instagram?
That's what I was. Yeah.
Yeah, where it was completely like you couldn't even
No
see
Trump.
Trump and
I
Melania.
need the bad lip reading team to do a bad
They
lip
did.
reading.
No, it wasn't bad. No, it's the girl that's the hard of hearing deaf girl. She does the
Lip reading thing?
Lip reading.
No, like
She
bad
reads-
lip reading. You've
Right.
seen that where they like they make up funny like things where they're saying like I want to see a bad lip reading of that
There
word
is. There are a couple out there because I did watch them and they're very funny.
because like oh my god they're so good.
And it almost looks real. Like
Yeah.
it looks like that's what they're.
Or they're like,
really
oh yeah,
saying.
you want to see that? I'm like, oh look, I have a tomato.
But then you also see pictures of like everybody clapping during a certain point, and it's like you see Melania and Donald just sitting there like, and it's like it's just so petty because he's probably thinking because this isn't about me, I don't need to do anything.
I saw a great meme about Melania stressing about the fact that she's going to have to decorate the White
4
House.
more years. I don't want to do the fucking presents. I don't hate the fucking presents.
So Trump was convicted, but no jail time.
But he's now banned from like 40 countries because as a convicted felon, you can't go visit like various countries. So no matter that he's the president of the United States, he can't visit Mexico.
Okay, so I think that there's a little sensationalism to that. That there is some things that are true about that, but as a sitting president,
They have to make some.
there's going to be some rule exceptions.
Yeah, even though Canada or Mexico doesn't want.
Yeah, I mean, he may not be invited, but they're not going to stop the sitting president of the United
I
States.
think they will. They're
No, they won't.
everyone hates America. They're going to do it.
Well, but like I will say this: like we got help from with the LA fires, we got help from Mexico
And South Africa.
South Africa,
Yeah.
Canada, all came down to help us. And it's like, but you know who is not trying to help us? People in our own country, like the Republicans, who like want us to.
So
they like we had to bend the knee in California and change some of the things.
they want like the like FEMA aid or whatever. They're like, we're gonna withhold it because California's government's clearly in awry. Like, see, Mike Johnson or whatever was we got to figure out.
That's another thing that I was like, I agree with. It's just really weird that I agree with Whoopi Goldberg on a lot of stuff. Maybe that's what's also giving me life is me and Whoopi Goldberg on the same page. But she's like, you know what? If that's the case, then maybe California won't pay any federal taxes or give any federal money because California is number one in the GDP with $4 trillion.
Yeah.
And the second state behind us is Texas with only 2.6 trillion.
And you know who takes the most out of all of the money that we give? The poor Republican states.
Right. Like
so
Oklahoma,
you're benefiting
Tennessee.
on our economy
We're
and you're still in a shit spot.
the 8th largest economy in the world.
Fifth.
5th.
Yeah, we're bigger than Germany. Yeah.
Yeah.
Das
yeah.
Boot, das
So
economy.
maybe after he's out of office, then those rules will go into effect. But what I'm saying is that sensationalism about I read that too.
I hope they enforce the shit out of it.
But
and they don't
feel
let him
like-
come. Nope.
So
it would be nice for them to be like, hey, sorry, you're a felon. You can't come.
Yeah. It doesn't matter for
The
president.
people of the world have to coexist
Yeah.
with a dominant economy, right? And they did already. They did this 4 years ago or 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So, but they're not going to like it, and we're all going to see the repercussions of it.
Oh, yeah. We're the ones that'll suffer.
We're all going to get Canadian little lapels, so when we travel, we can put a Canadian maple leaf on our jacket,
I'm
and people will
down.
think we're from Canada.
Yeah, and bring some maple syrup.
I'm sorry.
Why?
what is this place about?
No, Paul, all you have to do is just, whatever the app name, just keep repeating that. Shaolin Bao.
Shanghai Shoe.
So the confirmation hearing started for
Girl, they're a mess.
Trump's.
Well, and this was the funny thing in the like Twitter sphere today because people were going, we're going to cancel Twitter because of a national security interest, but we're going to vote in a head of national security who's got a drinking problem and is only going to promise to stop drinking
and sexual assault.
I was living for the grilling because he's going to get confirmed. Like, it's no doubt. Like, all of these like horrible people are going to be in government. But I'm living for the grilling. Like, there was a woman who is like a double amputee, served in Iraq War.
Tammy Duckworth.
Tammy. Yeah. She's like, so can you name the three? I don't know what the three things are. She's like, what are the three things? And he goes, oh, I don't know. She's like, that would make you unqualified.
Yeah.
Like, do you know anything about this? Nope, you're not qualified.
But a woman who went to Harvard and has over 20 years experience is a DEI hire. So, whatever. But he's okay to run the Department of Defense.
Elizabeth Warren ate him and left no crumbs. She's like, she's so fucking
Well, I didn't
good.
see her. How big was her stack?
She didn't have a stack, but she was basically talking about, she's like, all right, for 12 years you talked about having a certain opinion, and then yada yada, and then after 32 days you flipped a whole 180 on that. She's like, can you explain what your the pivotal moment was in your life? And he's like, well, nothing. And she's like, I will tell you, you were nominated in this position and you bent over for Donald Trump.
That's what was it? Bondi is in confirmation hearings right now, and she is.
Who's Bondi?
She's trying to be the attorney general.
Yeah. One of the Matt Gaetz.
She was from Florida, and she just was like, I don't know. She was just like, there was one point where I was telling Andy this, the Democratic representative from Hawaii was asking her a question about a statement that Donald Trump made and about the January 6th rioters and stuff. And she's like, will you be enforcing that if, cause he's like, gonna do a mass pardon and stuff. And she's like, are you going to do that if it's unethical or unlawful? And she's like, I'm not familiar with that statement. And the representative was like, I just familiarized you with that statement.
Oh yeah. Back to Pete Hegseth, she there was a woman and she's like, these are statements or whatever. He's like, well, I don't know the statements. And she's like, you said them.
Yeah, they were going in on him. And did you see there was a meeting and it was like they were talking about how DEI, the standards in military, and there was a poster behind them and military was spelled wrong. They forgot an I after the L.
The worst.
So it
Was
says
it military?
Military.
Some aide got fired that day.
And it's like, so obviously our standards are not great. and then you have you had Hegseth, you had that. Oh, and then you have the possible fight happening during a committee meeting between Jasmine Crockett and Nancy Mace. And I'm like,
I would pay. Now that's a pay-per-view I would pay.
Okay, I was like, girl, just go. Just do it.
So, the thing that'll be interesting when we had Trump 1.0, how many of those positions, they didn't last even a few months. They were already being replaced because they're all inept. And they don't agree with Trump once they're in their position.
But now he has people but a lot of those people were career politicians, I think, or people who he weren't as loyal to him as he wanted them to be. Whereas I think they all are. Yeah. And I think that's where it's going to come into.
It'll be interesting to see. Yeah. Right. And when the caca hits the fan and people start getting challenged on things, or they have an opportunity to do something that's really their agenda and not Trump's agenda. Let's see how
that works out.
Well, I mean, Trump is. I mean, there's a lot of politics news this since the beginning of the year, like the fact that Trump wants an ERS instead of the IRS, like an external revenue service to pay for tariffs. And I'm like, girl,
ain't nobody paying for tariffs.
You don't understand how tariffs work.
It's like that scene in Schitt's Creek when David and his dad are like talking about write-offs.
What do you mean, David? Where do you think that's paid from?
It's the write-off people.
thing is really good. That's a good letter.
Thank you. Let me get my eyebrows. Here we go. I got my eyebrows.
And so Israel and Hamas have agreed to a ceasefire.
As of today.
Oh, I didn't
So
see that.
as of today.
Oh my god.
So that's
Over a year
exciting.
later,
Yeah,
right?
That's something Trump will take credit for.
exactly. He will definitely take credit for.
Which was interesting today because Biden did an announcement in the evening as well to say, my administration was the one that got this deal done, and it will be the Trump's administration that we are putting in the hands to make sure that it actually is fulfilled.
Well, hey,
so good for them.
good for him.
Well,
But
but
I don't
mean,
think that's what's going to happen. I think
what I hope in the
Trump will
next 4
say-
years is that the Democrats play dirty and they just fight it. Like we don't be like elite and be like, ooh, we're like the legal scholars. Bitch, no fucking fight. Like Nancy Mace, you fight Jasmine Crockett. AOC, you fuck shit.
I
up,
want to
girl.
see. I want to start seeing stuff like that in there, and like just put a ring in the middle of the committee, and like you want to get your bill passed. Fight.
Bro, and Tim Swalwell, you take that shirt off, girl. 'Cause he is fine. So I listened to the I've Had It podcast,
Yeah.
like the two older women,
Yeah.
and they interviewed him. Oh, he's a drink of water. He's my Congress crush.
he's your hall pass.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go see him when I visit DC.
You can go visit him. He's a California representative
You
too.
might come to the prayer breakfast.
Oh, maybe I'll see if I can meet
can't
him.
just
Girl,
just like bump
get
into
him
him.
on the show. Call him in.
I'm gonna
Listen.
Bring your business cards.
I'm gonna send him a note and be like, "Hey,
Hey,
visit.
Tim.
I want to meet my congressman. So
He
I am
isn't
a
our
constituent.
representative, but like he's a California
Am
congressman.
I a constituent?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
you're not.
I'm not.
You're
No,
not in
we
his
have
district.
Oh,
ours is
oh, then I don't want to see them.
some older white guy.
Scott Peters.
Scott Peters, I think.
I don't want to meet him.
I
he's
Sorry,
yours
Scott.
too.
know. Well, we had to go to his office to get the things to get into the Congress.
You can actually go and meet Scott Peters and just say, "Hey, Scott, can you hook me up
With Tim.
a meeting with
Scott, listen, love what you're doing for us, but I want to go talk to Tim.
Love you, love this journey for you. I think that is fierce for you.
Where is Tim?
Where's the boy Tim?
So I was also going to tell you that they premiering the musical version, the stage musical version of Schmigadoon
Oh, Schmigadoon.
in DC
When?
the week that I'm there.
Wait, when are you
Girl.
going?
Like this first week of February.
Because I'm going to be there in March.
Oh, it's only until February 9th.
God damn it.
And it's playing at the Kennedy Center.
Oh, that would be so much fun, though.
And I'm like,
Wait, Schmigadoon the show, right?
the show,
From
but they
LGB?
made it into a stage musical.
Those tickets are going to be hard to get.
So I saw some. They're like individual seats here and there, and it's like $200.
That's worth it.
I would go.
Girl,
If you could
YOLO.
Snatch that
Okay,
ticket.
I'm
Do
gonna.
it.
I think I'm gonna look.
Bye.
into it.
Do
Plus,
it.
you've never
Do
seen
it.
a
Do
show
it.
at the Kennedy Center, and that's
No.
a great
I think I might
experience.
like go on and see if I can get tickets.
You need to go after this recording. That's your homework.
Okay.
Yes.
So anyway,
For all of us, Paul.
for all of us
I know, make
gays.
some notes afterwards.
Oh, I'm sorry, Baxter.
I saw your sister.
Hi, Melissa. Hi. Melissa's not going to see Schmigadoon. All right, so I'm going to get off the politics
getting off?
thing. Okay, yeah.
Paul's getting
girl.
off, y'all.
So
Politics.
this is the one last thing to talk about that happened this year so far, and this just like happened today or like yesterday or something like that. A French woman handed over $850,000 to a scammer and leaves her husband because she believed Brad Pitt loved her and needed a kidney transplant.
Stop it.
Oh, no.
They used AI-generated pictures of him.
$800,000.
$850,000. And it was like he needed a kidney transplant, so they sent her AI generated pictures of him in the hospital.
No.
And these are so bad. I don't know how she like.
Oh,
And I love you.
Was she of an age that would make her a victim?
Yes, she is.
So sad to hear.
I'm at that age, God damn it.
But you are smart.
Well, he has me as well. I'm like, do not answer that. You don't know what that is. That
Don't
text
click,
message.
don't listen.
As somebody who works in
Nothing.
that industry, there are so many. It was a French. Okay, French is different. France maybe doesn't have the same sort of.
Well, but like
Because we're supposed to be like Brad Pitt.
Well, no, but they do actually, because like they're supposed to have a whole international I don't know, division that handles scams and stuff.
Interpol. Yeah, International Police.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
is that what that stands?
I do remember the Interpol myself.
I want some Interpol.
Oh yeah, give me that inner pole. It's better than that outer pole.
But like that seems to be the thing. It's like France seems to be having some issues, especially like sexual. Because you heard about the case that happened there recently, where a guy had been drugging his wife for like 12 years or something like that, and he would then have guys come in and have sex with her while she was passed out and drugged.
Oh my god!
And he kept videos of it and stuff.
Oh, the world is just terrible.
And it went to court, and there was like at least 30 something guys that were all named in this suit, and like it. But like that's crazy to me, because I'm like, you have to sit there and listen to all these people talk about things that you don't remember.
I would be okay with not remembering though. Like think about it. It's probably like if she can't remember it, that's probably for the best.
Right.
I know that sounds terrible, but like think about if she had any recollection. Like at least it's probably going to be hard to like know that like all this stuff happened, but you can separate.
It's a different type of trauma,
right?
But
yeah. Like there's still a lot, but it's like I think you're like, well, I wasn't really there, but I was there, but this is a lot to like process.
And so it is a huge deal in France.
That's insane.
Yeah. And the last thing is, did you guys hear about the trolley versus garbage truck here in San Diego?
No. What?
Yeah, like just the other day,
The trolley versus
a garbage truck. Yeah, in downtown, I think at one of the there's an area where there's not a bar to come down where the trolley goes.
Oh no!
And there was a garbage truck that I think was trying to take that turn, and it ran right into a trolley.
Good thing I don't take the trolley. Oh my god! Clang, clang, clang with the trolley.
But I'm also like, that is 2 government vehicles.
Think how bad that smells.
Thanks a lot, Todd Gloria.
Well, yeah,
I blame the bike lanes.
Oh, 100%.
but can you imagine, like, if there's people on that trolley, they're probably going to sue the city.
But only one person got injured.
Okay.
Well, I would sue for emotional damage.
Right.
And also, like, I need a nose job because I can't smell anymore.
I have so many questions about this photo, because was it just that they didn't see the train coming because it was in a blind spot?
Also, what are you looking up that you got?
I have no
this
idea.
Weird.
On Temu, I got this.
Is that a?
It's probably like.
It looks like an intrauterine device.
I am not going to click on
or
it.
is that like
a cock ring.
But I thought it was like a.
Like a leg, exercise workout thing.
I thought it was a thong.
Oh no, it's not clothing.
It's gone.
Oh no.
Okay.
We'll never
All
know.
Right. Well, okay. So I think what happened here is it looks like this is like right downtown near like Broadway or something.
Yeah.
But I think he probably knew the trolley was there, but he thought he had enough time to turn in front of it.
Oh my god.
And it was going too fast.
And it was going too fast, and he misjudged it.
Listen, that's like driving 101. If it's a bigger thing, you're going to lose. Like a versus
you are.
train. Car versus train.
Oh, you were
lose.
right. There was one person that went to the hospital. There was one
God.
injury.
Well, I hope they sue.
Oh, it's crazy, huh?
Wow.
It's been a year so far. We're only like 2 weeks into it.
Oh my god, it's like on 30 Rock where it's like, oh, what a week. It's Tuesday, Lemon.
I have one more thing to say too. Red Dye number 3
Finally
just got banned.
I thought it was banned
FDA.
before.
No.
2027?
I think there were other countries that banned it. So certain
It's been
foods
banned.
couldn't be sold in like England and Europe.
It's been
because
banned
of
for a
it.
long time.
It's just
in
a matter
other
of time,
countries.
right?
2027 is when all manufacturers, all like food, drug, any dye.
So no more Twizzlers?
Swedish fish candy are going to look very pale now.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And Twizzlers and Red Vines.
Can't wait. Because, in the UK, that was one thing I noticed. Like,
Nothing.
their candies didn't have that kind of...
Well, and their candies were better because they weren't loaded. And I'm saying someone that loves sugar, but they weren't loaded with sugar. So it was like, it tasted better.
And then you had Cadbury. I mean,
which is not on the list anymore for the Royal, whatever they're called.
Yeah, it got delisted.
Yeah, I got delisted.
They're eating Hershey's now. God damn it.
All right, everyone. Well, have a great week, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to These Unprecedented Gays. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and join us next time as we continue exploring the ever-changing landscape of queer life. Until then, stay proud, stay fierce, and stay unprecedented.